come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Hi, this is the Cowboy Grocery Guru today, and we're going to do some cowboy beans today. It's Halloween time, so I'm changing into a Cowboy Grocery Guru. So what I did before, I want to talk about, I got a little bit ahead of the game. I've already cut my bacon. I take this thick slice, I cut it in half, cut little dices in there. Okay, so I did that already. Got it all rendered, and here's what it looks like, rendered and ready to go. Then I put a little Jimmy Dean hot. I like hot. You don't have to put hot. You can put, if you don't want sausage, do all hamburger. It's okay with me. And then a regular 80% lean hamburger, already cooked and ready to go. If you come over here, we're all ready. I cooked this up real quick because we wanted to get this all done today so we can be ready for Halloween. So I put peppers, one pepper in there, red pepper, one white or one yellow onion in there. So that's what's in there with my hamburger and sausage. And so our next step, like you know and I know, I talked to you last week about this. This is all the beans I'm putting in. This calls for 3 cans of beans. We're not gonna do 3 cans of beans. We're gonna do 1 can of beans, some leftover pork, leftover chicken, and our bacon. So we're not gonna do the full beans. We're going to a little bit of beans, but not all of that going on. So that's what we're gonna do next. So we're gonna add our other meats in here. And these meats are already pre-cooked, so we don't have to spend a lot of time with those. So there's our extra meats that we're using for our, remember, beans. We're faking it out here. And then we'll put our chili beans this time. That's the mildest bean, so I decided I'm gonna go ahead with chili beans. And as I looked at this, I thought maybe I needed a little bit bigger pan, but you know what? We're gonna transfer this into a regular 19 by 13 by 19 pan, or glass pan. So that's what we're gonna do. So once we stir this up, technically a nice Dutch oven pan would work the best. Or if you have a glass lid, that's a Tefal or maybe one of your finer items, you can use this and cook it right in the pan if you want to. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the glass because a lot of you might not have that Dutch oven. So we're gonna use this for the time being. So we've got our products inside. Now we'll add our bacon, already pre-cooked. And we dumped the grease off last time, so we can just drop in that nice rendered bacon. All you got to do is give this a little stir, fold it in. Don't have to get crazy on this. Once it's folded in, then we're ready to bake it off. So before we do that, we've got a couple more ingredients to go. We got our barbecue sauce, and you can use any kind of barbecue sauce. This is a milder sauce since I got a little bit of heat already in there. And I use a little bit of spice, my favorite taco brand spice that I made homemade. And I like a little extra heat. This is diced jalapeno. Now the recipe talks about fresh jalapeno. I think this is a little milder, a little easier to control as far as heat goes. And then you want to drop a little of this barbecue sauce in. And this just gives you a little bit of a base. So when it cooks off, it'll be ready to go. So I just drop this all in here like so. And as far as quantity, you figure about a half to 3/4 cup. So it's up to you depending on how much barbecue sauce you want to work with. Kind of use your taste. And then I use a little bit of this to give me a little bit of cumin I got in here. I got some chili pepper in here. I got some salt and pepper. So it's got a nice mix. And so we just stir it up like so. And if you need a little more juice, you can do it. The nice thing about this chuck wagon bean recipe is if you want to use a filler like macaroni, or maybe you want to use rice, you want to use potatoes, you could actually do 2 or 3 meals in a week, rotating it every other week, putting a different bottom on it, and you just drop that on that bottom of whether it's rice, macaroni, and or potatoes. So that's all there is to it. So now we want to move this over here. And again, you can use a Dutch oven if you want. This is just as easy. And those of you that don't have a Dutch oven, if you want to put it in your oven, that's fine. This works exactly the same way. So what I do now, once I get it in here, I put it in the oven at 350. I've already preheated it as I was cooking my hamburger. And you want to run that, since it's already cooked completely through, what I normally do, let's go 30 minutes is probably plenty. At 350, don't have to cover it up. If you want to stir it every so often, you can. Probably not necessary. There it is. You drop it in your oven. Here we go. drop it in there for around 30 minutes. Check it out, see how it's looking. Go ahead and pull it out and stir it up a little more if you want to. Put the timer on. Whoops. And you're gonna have a incredible warm for this cold, cold Halloween day. Happy Halloween, all you cowpokes. This is the Grocery Guru, signing off.